continue working on this example, I'm going to implement some filters, and let's first see what we can implement directly onto the instruments that we have and maybe add something else into the mix. So let's see about this instrument. So let's add a filter on that. I like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to duplicate and duplicate and duplicate this like that. I'm going to remove that. So we're going to have is a breakdown, a small breakdown right here without a kick drum. So just like this. So maybe even without the clap in the beginning. Okay, I'm going to introduce a small stop right there. The kick is going to come in. And we should maybe add, let's say, a bass onto all of this. So let's see, what instrument could we use for the bass? I could introduce something else like, let's say, the Spire. And for this, I'm just going to use an initial preset, just like that. Start from the beginning. So we have, we have a nice legato retrigger. That's the mode it's going to be playing in. So if this is going to be a bass, we don't want two notes at the same time. So what I'm going to make right here is going to be just a sawtooth. Okay, so let's do that for the bass. Now we need it fairly short, like that. And since this is all in A minor, so let's see where that lies. Right there. Okay, I need this to be medium. No. Narrow. So I can use a shortcut like Control-2 to actually widen the grid. So let's see what happens now. Like that, like this. And let's copy that over and over and over again. Okay, maybe we can do without this too. I like that. I like that. Maybe we can filter that out too. Just make it a bass without any high frequencies. So I'm going to add a filter onto this. In this synthesizer, we also have two filters. We can choose, are they going to be in, are we going to choose first or the second filter? What's going to happen? Are they going to be parallel, or you see parallel or serial? Serial is the default mode. So I'm going to use on the first one, let's say just a normal filter. like this. Okay, so what we do have is an envelope affecting the filter, which we will learn in the next lesson. For now, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Have a nice bass sound. I just need that to be louder. I'd like that louder. Nice. I like that. So that's filtered. Let's see what we can do with this. Maybe I could add a filter on top of the entire drum section. So I'm gonna hook up all of these drums like that, select them all using Shift. So clicking the first one, clicking Shift, selecting all, and I'm gonna group those. Group tracks. To this group, I'm gonna rename that group, call that drums, like that. Nice. Now that this is done, on that drums group, I'm gonna place a filter, just like this. Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna have this filter. Nice, so I have all the filters in place. I know what I want to do with those. I want this change to happen. Now, we will get to that change once we do the automation. For now, I have the filters applied. I have the filter applied to this bass, which also has a modulator to it. And in the next lesson, we'll learn about those. So we will handle those in more depth. For now, I'm just gonna leave it at this. And when we get to automation also, we're gonna introduce some movement through the time of this arrangement. So enjoy, have fun. I hope you tried making something yourself in your own project. It doesn't really have to be 4/4 beat like this, doesn't have to be house music. The BPM could be different. What I would like to drag out from this is the actual workflow and what things were introduced. You could actually make dubstep, techno, whatever kind of music you'd like. It's just the workflow and how we're adding elements and adding certain pieces of this track into it. So the filters came next. Now in the next lesson, we'll deal with modulations. And then I will show you how you can actually move those according to the notes played and maybe add some LFOs, but all of that in the next lesson.